Hello world, now presenting another Kingdom Rush Origins challenge. This one I will be attempting to 3-star the entire game with just archers. Partial credit will be given if I can just complete the main game. My theory is that this is possible because archers stun with sleeping abilities and they shoot out area magic damage covering all bases. So here's level 1. Let's jump in. First level's so easy, I'm just going to skip pretty much all of it for you. This level's pretty simple too. There are some guys with light armor. That guy almost gets through, as you can see. But I take him down. All of my Robin Hood towers can, quite frankly, just decimate everything so far. These first few levels, as expected, were some of the easier ones. The flying enemies are not an issue with a challenge like this. Armored enemies, however, could be a problem, but I think we can take them out with our magic area damage that we'll be unlocking shortly, as well as the sleeping ability. So now I have the arcane archers. Look at them. They just rip through everything, man. Who needs magic? Who needs artillery? Who needs barracks? Not this guy! Me and my Robin Hood band of merry men will take him out all by ourselves! So far, it's working great. I really do think that these towers have what it takes to beat this entire challenge. So far, it's 3 stars on every level because they're amazing. Even the big enemies can be taken down, and they have quite considerable life regeneration. I didn't really expect any of these first beginning levels to be too difficult. These enemies here spawn other enemies, and they have medium armor, I believe. And the archers still just rip them to shreds, like cheese to a cheese grater on my pizza last night. I knew that this level wasn't going to be much of a problem either. I'm using Lyn for the first time ever, pretty much, because I need more blocking. I need some more people on the ground, and she's really tough. She does good damage. She does true damage. Her ability is really good. It can make enemies die of poison and then explode. I was a little worried about this giant wolf boss, but as you can see, it's not too crazy yet. And just like that, there he goes. Now the infamous Bandersnatches. My arrows took him out already. That was anticlimactic. Oh, there's another one. Lightning took him out. That's why we have lightning in this challenge. I don't think it'd be possible without lightning. There's too many tough enemies like that. And I'm not a masochist. I think that the biggest strength of the archer towers, besides the fact that they attack pretty quickly and have good abilities, is that they're really good against spiders and magic resistant folks. There's a lot of guys that resist magic in this game that are really annoying. The arcane archers usually combine really well with magic because they lower the magic resistance of anything, obviously, if you've been playing this game. So you can just lower the magic resistance of spiders or whatever, and then your magic can take them out with full effect. That's why they're pretty boss. But I was surprised that I could just rip through all these Bandersnatches. It helps to use some of the longbows to get the insta-kills. I think you can get a little bit lucky here and there, as did I. And everything else so far isn't too bad. I'm a little worried about the golems and this part where the Bandersnatches almost kill all of our village, but a couple insta-kills just come at the right time. That with full-powered lightning, it's really essential. That was probably the first things that I realized I need to upgrade in this game. Upgrade the archers all the way, upgrade the lightning all the way, and the reinforcements. Reinforcements are probably the most important next to lightning because they're the only blockers you're going to get. But I'm just tearing through these levels. Left and right, up and down. I was a little worried about the mushrooms, but I knew I could do it. So now we got a considerable boss. We got Bandersnatches left and right, and we got mushrooms on this level. So far my archers are doing good. Lyn is at level 10, and she's awesome. This hero is really underrated. Like, seriously, if you ever need blockers or just somebody to slow down people and blow them up, use Lyn. Buy her. I think you have to buy her in most versions. But there they go. The boss will be here in about 20 seconds or so. All of these armored foes just get obliterated by my area magic damage. The spiders and those flying frickin' dragonfly things, they're no challenge for my Robin Hood. Watch them just wreck. You don't even need magic. Who would have thought you don't need magic for a level like this? Of course, there's more harder levels coming up. Oh, we'll see what happens there, too. Alright, boss time. So Lyn definitely helps. She's hard to take down. She stalls a lot of bad guys. So far, so good. This level I'm not too worried about. I'm using Vezna now because I know that having some magic support will help. And having his giant demon to slay enemies is amazing and provides another blocker. So there's my first golem. It wasn't too bad, but I know if I have more in the future, I'm going to get overwhelmed. This level, I was just worried about the golems primarily. The rest of it wasn't too bad. Some guys almost escaped there. But my lightning comes in clutch. Now there's a golem really close to the exit, but I got my lightning just in time. My dragons definitely help too, and they're allowed, so it's okay. Veznan is leveling up slowly but surely, and I'm going to need him for the future, and you'll see why. Are you guys baffled that at the top I have all these guys with heavy armor and I'm just wrecking them for the most part? I was a little bit baffled. I didn't think these towers would work this well so far, but I have 18 hearts still. Everything's looking pretty good. I know that the sleep arrow is going to come into play a lot more that I have the golems because they're a pain in the bootay. The insta-kill abilities for the longbows will also help. So now I'm on to one of the harder levels. There's a few golems in this level. Look at them fall asleep, man. Falling asleep on the job. And then I Wreck-It Ralph all over them. Lightning certainly helps. I really don't think this would be possible without lightning. Maybe I'll try it in the future though. I don't know. Anyways, all of these magic resistant guys are going down with ease, which is really nice because usually when I play through this game, I use a lot of magic, but during a challenge like this, I'm just relying on the archer's abilities. And there goes that level. Now time for a big boss. I found that the best strategy for this level was to just spam arcane archers. I think I actually failed it a couple times, but I didn't include those failures because I was using longbows thinking that they would be better, especially with their insta-kill abilities. And I think I failed it like 2 or 3 times before I realized that using all arcane archers was the way to go, because there's area damage, constant sleeping, and faster attacking. So I took down the Twilight Golems because of the stalling abilities and magic. Now it's boss time. I'm a little worried about this boss. I'm worried that I don't have any barracks to slow him down too much. I do have Veznan at level 10. I have his demon to help out, but once he dies, you don't get to use him again for a long time. So you have to be careful. But surely, I destroy him. Now I'm onto this level. This is my first attempt at it. Let's see what happens. I was really dreading this level because it's my least favorite level. So I'm down to 17 hearts, so I restart out of pure rage. My tactic this time is to use less archer towers that aren't turned into full-blown arcane archers. But you just don't have a lot of gold in this level. I can put these guys to sleep, but they still are really hard to kill. Vesnon's abilities help a lot with the crowds because he can stun them all and damage them periodically. And his magic attack is pretty good, but he does die a lot. So far this level's looking like it's possible to get 3 stars, but I've still got like 3 waves left. Surprisingly, the dogs on this level aren't too much of a problem. I find that whenever I play this level, they always just run through everything and exit to my home village and kill my family, but the archers are fast enough to take them down without much of a problem, so that's one of the big advantages. That frickin' heretic guy at the top, I hate those guys normally because usually I use a lot of magic, but the archers are really good against them. It's these frickin' golems that are the problem. Look how hard they are to kill. I mean, at least I can put them to sleep over and over again, but if you combine them with a bunch of other enemies, then it's rough. So I 3-starred that one, believe it or not. Then I'm onto this level, and I skipped a wave 14 because, honestly, it was way easier than I thought it was going to be. So there goes that level. Nice. This is my favorite level in this game. I didn't think it was going to be too hard, but let's find out. The boss is right around the corner. Those big bulls with the whips were kind of tricky here, but I do have area damage and great range with the longbows. Oh, I got down to 17 hearts. 14, 10, and then I rage quit and start again. I need to get 3 stars or else I'm a complete failure. Those big bull guys with the whips are quite tricky. I will not underestimate them again. So I make sure that my arcane archers can shoot a lot of magic at them. And I use less longbows, which for some reason works again. I was expecting longbows to be way more powerful than the arcane archers in this challenge, but the opposite has been true. Very interesting. So this boss is kind of just crushing through everything so far. I'm a little worried at this point, but then I get my demon. And there he goes. The only thing I was worried about on this level were those frickin' little fast guys trying to run through there. Gnome Reavers or Rolled Neavers or whatever the heck they're called. They are a pain. They're incredibly fast. They swarm you like crazy. But luckily, my archers can shoot them fast enough where they still take them down before they leave the screen. So overall, this level wasn't too bad. I don't have to worry about all the magic resistant guys because my archers just take them down. And the lightning definitely helps whenever I get crowds. So there goes that level. Everything's looking good so far. This level, believe it or not, was just as easy as that last one so far. My archers are just all around good towers. They just rip through everything. They put them to sleep. They do area damage. What more do you want? Like, seriously, I never thought these towers were that good. I use Vesnon in this level. This is why I leveled him up to level 10, so that his demon can beat that boss. That is the best way to do it every time. This level is so freaking frustrating. I don't know how many times I attempted this level. But as you can see, it gets a bit crazy. I got the boss down so low right there, so I thought that this level was possible. So I kept trying. Spreading out the waves definitely helped a bit, but the Twilight Golems were always a problem, and wave freaking 15, like, just look at this wave. You already have 2 golems that you're dealing with. One of them's still there, You can't get 3 stars. I'm convinced you cannot do it. There's 4 golems you have to deal with in the span of like 90 seconds. You just don't have enough gold in this level. Not enough arcane archers to handle it. But anyways, I'm like, maybe I can still beat this. So I keep trying to fight the boss with a strategy I saw from, I think, Shy Guy Mask or Super Jumbo Bumbo Bumbo, where Phoenix keeps just doing a lot of damage to it and hovering right over him. And I failed. I'm pretty sure I failed this level at least 5 times before I came up with this strategy. So I decided to switch to Lyn, because she does a lot of damage. She has high armor. Her ability is really good, even for the golems. It's great for groups. She slows down enemies. I thought that this would be the best hero. Turns out, it definitely helps using her. The waves are a lot more manageable, but they're still tricky. You still have to time everything right. You still gotta save your lightning until it's absolutely necessary. But so far, I'm at 20 hearts, wave 13, archers only, doing pretty good. The dreaded wave 14 into 15 with all the golems is coming up, but this time I'm hopeful. I'm not calling in the next wave because I need to take out these freaking golems. But they come anyways. And I'm about to be overwhelmed. Again, I don't think it's possible. I thought that lightning was going to do it, but it didn't. Without enough gold, I just don't think that you can beat this level 3 stars with archers. And it's the last level, so that's disappointing. But anyways, look at Lyn. She's just wrecking this guy. She can take a lot of hits, do a lot of damage. Everything's looking great. The stalling power is real. And as I near the end of this challenge, we see if I can finally beat this freaking boss. And we did! Yes! So, can you 3-star all of Kingdom Rush Origins with just archers? No, that last level is impossible, I believe. Can you 3-star the main campaign with just archers? Yes. Thank you for watching, my fellow rushers.